Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bridan again, and today we're going to do this green look inspired by this festive season. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Yes, so we're starting with this Pro Concealer just to prep our lids, ready for our eyeshadow. You need a canvas to work on, so I prefer using a primer or just a concealer, and a concealer works perfectly well. So since I don't want this to be so tacky, I'm using this powder, the LS loose setting powder, to set it. Then I'm going in with this palette. It's the ucanbe palette by Spotlight. I'm starting with the dark green color, which is more of jungle green. And my technique, I will always mention this, is packing your product before blending. This you get a lot of pigments for that particular color that you're going for. Next, I'm going with this light green color. The technique is the same. You just go above your crease and add the color. So I love starting with a dark color, then I go lighter and the lightest. So I blend everything and I make sure that they transition well before going in with this yellow, which I'm also following the same technique, but I'm taking it just above the crease next to my eyebrow bone. So to cut my crease today, I'm going to use this Vaseline just to wipe off all the excess product, and I use this technique. I don't know what is in Vaseline, but this technique was awesome. I saw some of the YouTubers doing this and I tried to incorporate the same, and to be honest, I was shook. Like, you just apply to the areas that you want to cut your crease, then you take the other side which is dry and rub it off, or even you can just use a towel, the paper towel, or if not so, you can just go in with your face wipe. So you see how clean it is. You can just go in with more product and just wipe it off with a clean Q-tip or a dry Q-tip. We're going in with Cool Turn just to cut our crease. And I'm going for a concave, more of a concave cut crease, because I don't want to go all the way. Then after getting the shape that I wanted, I'm going to blend that. Then I go in with the product, starting with the darkest color, which is the jungle green. This palette does not have names. So you pack it first before blending. I use the same technique even on the lids, apart from the shimmer colors. Then I go in with the light green and make sure it does not look as if you're just drawing lines. You make sure everything blends well with what is going on your eyes, so that when you go in with your shimmer color, you're just going to drag it just past the light green color to get a very nice transition. Yeah, please guys, blending your eyeshadow is key to have a very nice eyeshadow. So since you're using shimmers, I'm going to use this setting spray, which is NYX. This is basically the technique I use, so that when I go in with this shimmer, look at how pigmented it is. It's more lemonade color. So when I go in, when it's wet, it grasps the pigment, and when I apply it on my lid, it becomes so pigmented. Like, do you see how it applies? So this is the technique anybody can use just to get those shimmers going on. Remember, shimmers, you use a wet brush, or even you can just spray to the Fix Plus or any other thing you have, rose water, it can work well too. This palette is very pigmented. I'm sure you've seen. Like this lemonade color is very beautiful. I'll just give them names based on what I'm seeing, since I don't have the names of this eyeshadow. So both eyes are done, and we are going to go in with our face, and we're using Smashbox Primer Photo Finish. It's more like gelish. The texture is very nice to your skin. You won't even feel the bumps. You won't feel the bumps on your skin. So if you want to lie yourself your skin is soft, use this primer. So we're going to go on with this my favorite foundation, which is the Superstay by Maybelline 362 Truffle. And guys, I'll not talk much about foundation because you can basically see what I'm doing. Next, you're going to go in with this concealer in Cool Tone to highlight the points that I always highlight. I feel like I'm going to do a video basically based on concealing and contouring, so I'll not talk much also at this point. I'm using Mahogany to contour. You can just follow what I'm doing, since I don't want to explain too much before I do that video. So guys, blending is always the key. Like, you have to blend everything and make sure everything transitions well. That's just like we did our eyeshadow. You make sure everything is not ashy and patchy. So going in with the same Elegant setting powder to set the areas that we highlighted, and to go just beneath our contour to get a very nice transition from our cheekbone towards the jawline, just beneath the cheekbone. I don't bake, I just blend everything, because this particular powder melts down so well. It's more whitish, but it's banana yellow. So going in with the rest of our face with this Fit Me Maybelline in 355 Cinnamon. I have different techniques on how I finish up my face, but I'm going to also do a foundation routine on the same. Going in with this palette Nubian 2 in Kenya. This is the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to use the same to just set my contour. I'm using Kenya. I'm also going to go in with Jezebel for our blush. So I'm going in with this lash, and it's not going to be very detailed. So this is how I pluck it before I cut it. I use a glue, lash glue. Then I go in with this mascara to prep the eyes. So like I said, it's not going to be very detailed, but this is what I do. Then I take my tweezer and place my lash on top of the eyelids. Then I just adjust it using my hands. So this technique, I find it so interesting, because you don't have to prick your eyes using the tweezer. Just use your hands, adjust it, and you're good to go. Going in with the same colors we used for our lids, just to put on our under eyes, before going in with this black line as our waterline color. Moving on, I'm using this shimmer palette. It's more of a highlight, and I'm just highlighting those cheekbones, cupid balls, the bridge of the nose, and our forehead and our chin. As always, I have to set my face, and I'm using NYX setting spray, and I'm going on to put this lipstick. It's Huda in Nemo. You Guys, this is basically what I used for my face, from the primer, eyeshadow, and now to the lips. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. Please keep on subscribing. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Let's meet on our next Christmas look, which will be posted on Thursday. Bye and God bless.